Yet again, the war in Syria is at a turning point. The past week has been one of the worst during the near 6 years of fighting, and Aleppo has been the epicenter. The pro-government side has always stressed the importance of this fight. President Bashar al-Assad has compared Aleppo to the Second World War's battle to control Stalingrad. His representative at the UN, Bashar al-Jafari, says the army is going to recapture all of Aleppo. The government is convinced that taking Aleppo would end the war. It would mean control of all major cities, Damascus, Homs, Hama, Latakia, which are all part of what the regime calls useful Syria. Its opponents know the importance of Aleppo and are promising to confront the offensive.
Aleppo is the capital of the north, and it is symbolic for our revolution. The regime is trying to crush the will of the people and crush the symbol of the revolution. We have cards in our hands, and we will fight, because for us, this is an existential battle.
The government and its allies have encircled the east of Aleppo, where some 300,000 people are trapped and coming under fire. It's not clear if their ground forces will be able to take over the enclave or hold onto the territory. But activists fear the intense bombardment is about forcing the rebels and people to surrender and leave.
It will be a big victory for Al-Assad regime and Al-Assad government if they will take Aleppo. Actually, Aleppo, it's the biggest and strongest hold for the FSA groups, and there is no more cities for the FSA groups in Syria. We lost Homs, there is no FSA in Hama, there is no FSA in Damascus.
Groups linked with the US-backed Free Syrian Army have been weakened across the country, and while they don't share the same ideology and political views with Jabhat Fatah al-Shem, previously the al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front, they say Moscow's demand to separate the so-called moderate opposition from extremists amounts to surrender, because it would mean abandoning every front line.
We believe that during this phase we need to use all available military resources to face this offensive. We don't share the same political views and ideology with Jabhat Fatah al-Sham, but we can coordinate militarily.
Aleppo is not just another battleground in Syria, it is political leverage in negotiations over the country's future. This is the last stand of the so-called moderate rebels. A defeat here would serve the government's long-standing narrative that this is a war against so-called terrorist groups. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera.